Hi everybody, my name is Adam Meyer. I am back here with another video, and I'm going to go over credit cards and which ones I have and why I use them and why I think it's a good idea to utilize credit to actually get bonuses and possibly travel for free or even just use points for Christmas gifts for your family. I currently have 7 cards right now. I started out obviously with just one, but that was when I was 18 because I knew how important credit was for getting a loan for a car, for getting a loan for a mortgage and whatnot. So I know credit is very important, and that's what I'm trying to do to preserve my credit, is get more cards and show different lengths of credit over time and just the amount of different credit lines that are out. So I'm going to go over which ones I use and why I use them. So this is just a list here of my credit cards that I have. So my Discover Chrome was the first one I ever got. So I applied to that when I was a student. So it went from like a student card over to a Chrome card. I don't know exactly when it switched over, but it was the student card, so I had no issue getting it. If you ever have an issue getting a card and you need to build credit, go to Discover. I really think Discover is one of the best ones. I'm going to leave links down in the description for the cards that I have. So go check those out if you want to use that. We both get a bonus if you use some of the links that I have. But the Discover is really where I started and really what I liked first. And if you can't get credit, I would go over here and look at the secured card where you can deposit money into the card itself, and then you can use the credit card from there just to start building your credit. So look into the secured card there if you have an issue applying and getting cards. But I also have the Discover Miles, and the reason I got this is because I really wanted to travel. So I started traveling a lot last year in 2022, and I got that card, and then I had a bonus. So what they do, they match your bonus. So let's say you get $200 in cash back or miles or whatever, they'll double it at the end of the year to 400. So if you have 200, now you have 400. They double it at the end of the year. So there we go. That's what I use to go on my trips. The Apple Card, pretty easy to get. So I use this one for Apple Pay because you get 2% back whenever you use Apple Pay. So I just got that one at the beginning of 2022 as well, I believe. And then I recently got the Amex GOLD card. This is my favorite card. This is the only one I have with an annual fee. But by far, my favorite card, I get $10 a month for Uber, and I get $10 a month for other like dining places. And so that's $20 a month. It adds up to $240 per year in money towards food or other expenses such as like Uber. So the fee per year is $250, but I get $240 worth of access towards like Uber and food and whatnot. And I use these services. You can use Uber Eats, or you can use Grubhub on the other one, or go to Cheesecake Factory and whatnot. So I use these services, so the $250 annual fee actually pays itself off. And on top of that, you get like 4% back, and on like a lot of other stuff. I'll go over that in a minute. But another one I got was a Home Depot. So when I bought a snowblower, I got the Home Depot card. So now they just send me 10% off. So I use that to use on like the dog sitting business I have. I built a fence, so it took 10% off our fence. So that was a few $100s we got off of our fence itself. And then I had the JCPenney card that I opened when I was 18. I didn't even know about. I'm not going to close it because that's going to hurt my credit. But the JCPenney card, I don't use it. It's still open. I see it, but it is what it is. And this is what I use. I use this spreadsheet, and I check it twice a month just to see what happens with the credit cards. And I also have the auto pay on in case I forget to pay one. But I'm always pretty up to date with this. So you really got to care about your money and your expenses because credit really does matter. So here's the American Express card. The gold is what I got here, the gold one. So we have 4 times membership reward points at a bunch of different restaurants. And then we have certain supermarkets. It doesn't work at Target or Walmart, I believe. So I know it doesn't do that. I know at Walmart it goes down to 1%, which is why I'm looking into other cards to use just for Walmart, probably in the Chase neighborhood. So I'm going to go switch over to Chase is what I'm going to get into next. And yeah, so that's this one. This is one of my favorite ones. Like I was saying, it has the dining, it has the Uber, it has here's the dining credits right there, and it has the Uber right here. So 120 for this per year for Uber, and then 120 for dining credits. So it adds up to $240 per year, but then there's an annual fee of $250. And then you'll make up that extra $10 with the 4 times points rewards on here. Plus you get your sign-on bonus. Like if you spend $4,000 within 6 months, which is basically just paying bills, then there you go. It just pays off a lot. So 60,000 points right here. It depends which ones you get. Sometimes you might get 75, you might get 90,000 points, but you can use these points to redeem towards your traveling. Like that's the whole point. No pun intended, but that's the whole point is to use these to redeem towards your traveling. So you might be able to go fly to the Dominican Republic for absolutely free, maybe like once or twice, depending on on your trip. But that's why I really like these cards. So a cool thing to do that my girlfriend and I are doing is that we refer each other. So I have a card, I refer her, and then she might have another card, and then she refers me. So we're both getting bonuses for that. So that's also something you can keep in mind if you do have a friend or a girlfriend or a boyfriend that does have cards themselves. You can refer each other and give each other points. And these just add up to the travel credit or even just paying back cash back within your credit card. So this is another thing. You can pay off your Amazon balance. Like let's say you order $100 on Amazon or like a book or Christmas gifts or whatever you got to buy. You can use your balance for that. So like this year, my Christmas gifts were basically all free because I used my credit card points from my Discover card. So those Discover cards got into that. And then you can look into, you can label them. I have a note card here with like a few different things of like what cards are best for what. So like my Amex card is best for dining and best for my Uber and best for just like Grubhub and like other places I go to. And if I look at gas cards, I can use my Amex card as well, but there's other cards that we're going to get into within the Chase neighborhood that are better, that can give like 1.5 to 2% back on all gas. And then also groceries, we're going to be looking just into like the Chase card, so it gets anywhere between like 4 to 5% depending on what card you get as well. So those are other ones that we're looking into. Lastly, I just want to say, just get educated on credit and how you can use it and be safe and responsible. You don't want to take your credit card and just max it out every single month and just be like, okay, I got $5,000 to use, I'm going to max it out. No, you got to treat it like a bank account, in my opinion. Obviously not financial advice, but you got to see how much you have in your bank account. And are you responsible enough? Could you pay that off right now times like 10? So you shouldn't be able to just rack up all the money. And like that's why people don't get approved for certain credit cards, because they open too many lines too fast. And some people rack their cards up and they don't even know how much their balance is, and the interest rates are ridiculous. I've never actually missed a payment, so they're all on auto pay, but I manually go there and pay them as soon as I get my bill. I get the notification and I check them every few days. So like that's the best way to do it. And then you get the bonuses and you get the credit history. So when you go to take out a big loan, there you go. You're looking good because you know how to manage your money. You are a good money manager, and that's how you have to be within the finance industry and how to actually succeed. But let me know if you guys have any questions. Take care, y'all. The links will be in the description if you did want to apply. Take it easy.